All right, everyone. All right, everyone. I am going to show you a build that I was working on. Props to some credit to Rue also, because I got some of the ideas from him. I was trying to run Crossbow last season, didn't really work out. So this is going to be a quick video. First, we're going to start with gears. So siege crossbow, important things are your projectile skills. I say what's very important is mana per kill or life or mana leech. Damage obviously important. You can get better than this, but I mean this will pretty much clear everything. Secondary crossbow for harder bosses, I would say. I don't really switch to it for regular bosses, but. I did +6 crossbow skills. This kind of helps you go down a little bit, doesn't have as much mana cost. Elemental damage is nice, but it's basically another bow, so you can pop in penetrating elemental resistance, especially for things like Zesh. Energy shield, helmet, the 2 slots is very nice. Get the increased area of effect, which is going to be really nice for clearing. Life resistances stats, basically what you're looking for in anything, life resistance stats. I went Falconer's Jacket for the increased movement speed. Movement speed is going to be huge. 30 movement speed, life stats, resist, stun thresholds, nice. Flat damage, increased attack speed, resist stats, you know, like typical things that you see. Flat damage on rings, +2 projectile skills. Here, you can look at that real quick. Flat damage and +2 projectile skills, resistance, life, energy shield. Oh, spirit is nice too. At least like maybe in like 11 spirit, I think. I don't remember exactly. And allocate authority, the area affecting cooldown recovery rate. That's gonna be a huge help for map clearing. This belt here is Chevrone's Satchel Fine Belt. It's nice to get the extra intelligence, but your big thing is that bottom one, life recovery from Flask applies to energy shield. That paired with your ascendancy makes it so you're like always healing. You can see it in my playstyle. Okay, that's all. Yep, that's all for that. So let's go to skills. Okay, let's start from the bottom. Ghost Dance. This you can change this for like Herald of Fire or whatever it's called, or another one if you like something else. But the big thing is for me is I like precision because you're not running straight decks, so you're not gonna have max accuracy at 9 meters. So I like to have this. Herbalism, very important for survival. Skill effect duration, not as important for survival. I mean, if you have extra spirit, you can get something better here. Clarity, mana regen, it's great. You need that mana. You're gonna, with the +9 to skills, you're gonna run like you're running out of mana all the time. Emergency reload with persistence, meditation, and murderous intent. I might change this one, but these two specifically. This one helps you have your buff last longer, I think, or actually, I don't even know if I need that duration, max buff duration. I guess no, you probably don't need this, but definitely premeditation. I'm gonna rethink this later. Companion, haste aura. I got the monkey, so one of the fastest, if not the fastest. I left it at level 9 just because I have characters that might want to use it at the minimum level. I'm going to attempt to get another one that I can level up. I just didn't want to level this one up. Meat shield, so it takes less damage. It will still die all the time. Last gasp. You want this. You want to have this because it keeps giving you your buff even after it dies for 4 seconds. And again, just make it tanky. It's not doing any damage. Make it as tanky as you can. Flash grenade. This is your main map clearing. So you want your AoE high. Magnified effect. And then reach, right? You're not usually shooting 2 meters, like within 2 meters, so I don't think the accuracy really affects you there unless you're like specifically aiming at a mob that's right beside you. Cooldown recovery, that's huge. You want that. This looks like a lot of damage. And I'm always moving when shooting, so I think this is a no-brainer. And then fire infusion. You guess you could just pick another damage one here in this situation. This is your boss killing one. Fire penetration, yeah, because you're going to be fighting bosses that actually have resistances. Adhere, you want it to stick. You don't want it to bounce away from the boss when you're shooting. Deliberation, movement speed doesn't really matter too much when you're shooting these grenades at bosses. Primal armament, more damage. Rising Tempest. Don't use this if you don't have 3 elements on your flats. Okay. Fresh clip. This is I don't even know. It's like it was made for rapid shot. It's just monstrously good. I don't understand why. Like, I have 100 things, so when I reload, it basically gives me 100% more damage. It's bonkers. Less movement speed penalty. Yes, you definitely have to have it. Martial tempo. That's great. Inspiration. If you don't have high projectile skills, then you may not need this. Depending on how your mana upkeep is, you can go into damage here, because rapid shot can do a lot of damage, especially if you just got a fresh clip in and you pop emergency reload. Alright, so there's just like damage goes through the roof. That's it for skills. Passive trees. You're going down, so you're unaffected by slows, which is amazing. Like that curse, the temporal chains, that's super annoying in maps. Doesn't affect you. Less movement speed penalty while moving. This is the way that's going to make you really tanky, because you're popping potions even if you're not down, just so you always have like a queue. You're not queuing, but you always have life going. So if you do get hit, you're still going. And with your belt, it's applying to your energy shield, so you're just always keeping it up. The extra passive skills too. If you don't think this is worthy, I think it is. It's huge. But you can also go immune if you're having a hard time with some immunities or something. I don't know. I guess you can technically do a concoction or poison, but I mean, you're not really playing with these. So these are your 2 paths. The other option is not to go this way and to go and get some elemental damage reduction. I'm assuming with evasion, with high evasion in this, you're probably immune to elements, which is a lot of damage. So I mean, you could try that path, but I like this way. Okay, so I mean, I'm just going through the tree regularly here. I might switch this one around. I'm just playing around with those 2 there. You can check your own tree for what those do. For Ruby here, you want one that does skill mana cost converted to life. I got this trick from Rue, because you can pop your potions right as soon as you use mana, so that way you're always having some backlog of potion that's being used. So if you do get hit, it's going up and you don't have to actually hit a potion. It's really good. You want the damage penetrates 9, fire resistance. The increased fire damage is just bonus. Stun threshold's nice, but the skill mana is huge. So I would go with the priority for one of them is to have your skill mana cost and penetrate fire resistance, I would say, for the Ruby. Subterfuge mass, I'm just going to go to the ones where I actually split the weapons. So here's a 2 movement speed. I only put it on my mapping. I don't really need the movement speed that much for bosses. I just want more for mapping. This way too, this is another one that reduces penalty while using skills and evasion rating, so really good while mapping. This is a useless node because you're already immune to slows, but yeah, for mapping I like this. What else do I switch for mapping? I did go to accuracy for extra attack speed. Here's another jewel. So I use the From Nothing Zealot Oath, which all the way on this side here allows me to click these 3 here. So all 3 are 25 increased attack damage. If I wanted to, I guess, to get more points, these are all 10%. I could do that, but that's why I popped that jewel in for that 75% increase. Split. There's some more Trait. Okay, so on the boss side, I went down this way for some projectile damage, stun build up. The attack speed's not a huge deal on bosses. I didn't go down this way. I went down this way instead for a cooldown, because a cooldown area effect. Cooldown is going to feel real good in your mapping, because that way you can pop more grenades more often. Here's your grenade cluster. Did all that. I did not get this one because I don't like the increased detonation time. I don't find that I'm lacking on damage for the extra projectile to matter. For mapping, go down to natural immunity for ailment threshold, for dexterity. This is if you've killed recently, which is really good. So that's for mapping. Down grenade damage, good for mapping too. But this is another one that's really good for mapping, is reduced grenade detonation time. Jewel. So this one's a really good one. You can get someone that's similar, but you can get up to 8 attack speed on a jewel. Actually, in this cluster too, what you can do if you decide that you want to go a different way and you just put this all on the same path, you can get a time lost 1, and you can get 2, 4, 6, and then these can go really good while you're mapping too. You can get a bunch more attack speed and more crossbow damage, because you can do every notable has 2% attacks, or 4% attack speed basically, and then this one has 8, so you can get 4, 8, 12 right here, and then you can get another, probably this one here, so 16. You can have a time lost jewel giving you 16 attack speed here, and then you can get crossbow damage on top of that to make up for the missed attack damage. So yeah, this is a good cluster for time lost. It just doesn't work for me because I'm going mapping and there, so then I would lose if I put my time lost, which is good for mapping. I would lose all of this for bossing, which I didn't do, so why I stuck to this one. Alright, for mapping, go down this way. You go down to Giant Slayer, which has a couple good things that are right around, so do extra damage against rare or unique enemies. I also went down this way, which I might change later. 15% chance to activate a second time for grenades. I find that with the problem with grenades when I'm doing bossing is that it drains mana like crazy. So having a chance to have another grenade shot, like I can only shoot grenades twice before my mana is empty. And that's with using a potion, because it'll like take like 75% on first shot, and then I'm potioning before I can shoot another one. So that's it. It's nice to have a chance to have more grenades there. I think that's pretty much all for the split on this tree. I went as quick as I could through this build, and you see how it is. So if you have any questions, maybe I'll make a Mobalytics or a anyway, database build or something I've never done before. I've never even made a build video before, so here it is. Okay. Just wanted to show you guys how the skills work together, in case you're not sure. So your rapid shot here, because of the so you have every time you shoot, not every time because there's a little bit of a cooldown, but as you shoot it starts to gain extra heat. So every time you have heat, it gives you more damage on both the rapid shot, which it says 7% extra fire damage per heat, which is monstrous, and then on grenades it gives you an extra 6% extra damage per heat. I think the grenade ones never goes up, but the rapid shot extra damage does go up with this. So if you're having mana issues, you may not want to level your rapid shot up too much near those last few levels, because it's going to drain mana fast, which is why I did inspiration. So that might be something. But anyway, so what you're doing, I use a controller, so I have rapid shot set on R2. You can see how I'm moving, and you can see the heats go up. We're at 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33. So now we're at max 33. So 33 gives like probably close to 200%. Right, it's like 190% extra fire damage. Damages extra fire damage on grenades. Alright, so you can see how my mana goes down. This one doesn't usually give me too many issues because I'm killing monsters while doing it. Anyway. But so yeah, then you're going around, you can have it, and then you can just chuck your grenades. Alright. You see how my grenades, my AoE is almost a full screen. What I didn't mention earlier is that the crossbow should be a siege crossbow, because that way it shoots that extra grenade. So right now I can see how I have 2. Alright. Boom. It's almost a screen-wide AoE. Alright, and then on bosses, alright, same dealio. You're gonna go and then you're gonna pop, the grenade. Sorry, I had to switch there. Pop the grenades. Takes a little bit longer to explode. So what I often do is I get to 33 before the boss is ready to go, and then I pop a mana potion, and then I just chuck grenades. Bam, 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 bam. That's it. And that's how it works. So if you're running an unjuiced map, and you're not just like regularly shooting and then exploding with grenades, right? You can just, you're strong enough, you could probably just hit grenades. You can see things just die with just grenades. Right? So if you're just going through and you're wanting to clear everything, when they're delirious, you're going to need the extra DPS from shooting, but you could probably just hit the grenades a lot of the time.
I am the doom at the door. You purify.